when you see drops like this, it's almost like being able to buy the dip in the stock market, right? These don't come around that often. And to be able to buy this attention on the cheap, if you're a marketer, that's what you do, right? Your job is to find the attention, is to find where the people are hanging out and ramp from there. All right. So X is offering up to 50% plus in discounts. And so X, formerly known as Twitter, they're trying to reignite advertiser interest. So funny thing is, they did this rebrand when their numbers were down. This rebrand will probably hurt the numbers even more when it comes to advertising.
Yeah, but 50% off, it can make your Twitter ROI go from not being profitable to being profitable. So I would say take it and run and leverage it as much as you can. And it's funny, if you haven't done much in Twitter advertising, and we know a lot of our listeners haven't, this is the time to do it. X, Twitter, whatever you want to end up calling it. Getting up to 50% off is a massive number, and it really can change your ROI.
So check this out. I want to clarify that I don't think it's 50% across the board. It's up to 50%. But for example, over here, X this week began offering some advertisers reduced pricing on video ads that run alongside a list of trending topics. So in the Explore tab, so I have to assume these are more expensive than traditional ads. It's offering 50% off any new bookings on those ads until July 31st, among other discounts. Goals to help our advertisers gain reach during crucial moments on Twitter, such as the Women's World Cup. And then Elon said this. So this is a tweet from him. So it says, we're still negative cash flow due to 50% drop in advertising revenue plus heavy debt burden or debt load. Need to reach positive cash flow before we have the luxury of doing anything else. And this debt load relates to 13 billion in bank loans, blah, 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 that he took on. So point being is it's not 50% off across the board. And Elon did mention something about him believing that they can reach cash flow positive sometime it's not too far away. It's like in the near future, but at least it's the current state right now. And then I know Linda Yaccarino, who came on, she needs to make waves because you need to, if you come onto a company, typically you want to show as an executive that you've done something in the first 90 days or so. So this is her chance to do. So let's see what happens.
We've also found out that advertising on Twitter has been amazing since Elon took it over. Has nothing to do with Elon, has everything to do with a lot of advertisers just dropped off, and it just made it much more affordable.
Yeah, I see a lot of irrelevant ads, if I'm being honest. But that just means that these people are okay with advertising and the costs are probably a lot cheaper.
Dude, so much cheaper. We're seeing costs in some cases like 60, 70% cheaper. It's crazy.
Yep. So look, I think, again, this is not the first time that they've done these incentives in the past. They did one for the Super Bowl, but this, to me, this form of, when you see drops like this, it's almost like being able to buy the dip in the stock market, right? These don't come around that often. And to be able to buy this attention on the cheap, if you're a marketer, that's what you do, right? Your job is to find the attention, is to find where the people are hanging out and ramp from there. Like, for example, I know a lot of people that are spending money on using Twitter to buy email addresses because they're trying to get people to their email newsletter. So I have a friend that I mentioned before. He gets like 25, he does like $25-30 million in revenue just off his newsletter per year. And a lot of it is from co-regs, which means like advertising with another newsletter. But the rest might be like Twitter, Google, and Facebook. And if Twitter's going to get cheaper, boom, his costs have just gone down by up to 50%. So anything else, Neil?
We're testing. You have nothing to lose, and they've just made it even cheaper. So go for it.
All right. So that is it for today. Please don't forget to rate, review, subscribe. Oh, one more thing to call out too. Brands that spend over $1,000 per month on X ads get a gold verification for organization checkmark by default. I didn't know that. So you can get that cool gold checkmark. And you know how a lot of our friends have the little logo? Their company, like 𝗖𝗛, has the WP Beginner logo next to his name. I think as long as you're spending $1,000 per month, you get that. So that's it for today. Go get that. Goodbye.